Kayo po ay nagtrabaho sa ilalim ni Vice President Sara noong siya po ay mayor pa ng Davao City. Tama po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Kailan po ito?
It was in 2011, Mr. Chair.
Ano ang nahawakan mong posisyon nung ikaw ay nagtatrabaho sa Davao?
When I started working for the Office of the City Mayor, Mr. Chair, I was under a contract of service. I think, Operations Assistant was the designation, Mr. Chair.
Ano ang tungkulin mo sa posisyong ito?
My work at the time, Mr. Chair, was to write technical letters, technical writing, preparation of MOA, drafting of executive orders, and also attending meetings on behalf of the City Mayor's office.
Abogado po ba kayo? Abogado po kayo, tama po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Kailan po kayo nakapasa sa bar exam?
I passed, Mr. Chair, in 2019 because I took the 2018 bar examination.
Kasabay niyo po si Attorney Michael Powa.
I believe so, Mr. Chair, yes.
Okay. At noong si Vice President Sara ay naging Deputy Secretary, kayo ay unang naging Head Executive Assistant niya sa Department of Education. Tama po ba?
Yes, I confirm that, Mr. Chair.
Hanggang kailan ito?
It was from July 1, 2022 until, I believe, around April, Mr. Chair, 2023.
At nung matapos ito, kayo naman ay inatasan niya maging Assistant Secretary ng Office of the Secretary sa DepEd. Tama po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I was appointed by the President po as Assistant Secretary of the Office of the Secretary.
Bilang ASEC, ano ang iyong tungkulin?
I was in charge of the administration of the entire Office of the Secretary, Mr. Chair. I was also assisting the Vice President in technical matters like in meetings. I also assisted her during the field visitations and also helped out in managing the staff in the entire Office of the Secretary proper po.
At kayo rin ay bumitiw sa Department of Education sa inyong posisyon noong July 9, 2024. Tama po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Kasabay,
Sorry, Mr. Chair, it wasn't July 9 po. I believe I started with the Office of the Vice President, Mr. Chair, July 16 po.
Okay. Kasabay mong nag-resign, no? Sa Department of Education, sila retired Major General Mempin, Mr. Monsayak, Mr. Powa, at si Mr. Baluyan, tama ba?
Bali po, Mr. Chair, nauna po ako ng ilang araw, nag-send po ako ng aking resignation letter, nauna po ako ng ilang araw sa kanila, Mr. Chair.
Dahil ito sa kadahilan ng nagbitiw na si Vice President Sara bilang Secretary ng Department of Education.
That's one of the reasons, Mr. Chair, and I also wanted to respect the decision of the next secretary as to whom he should be, who he wants to be appointed for the position that I was handling at the time.
At nung kayo ay nag-resign sa Department of Education, kayo naman ay nailipat sa Office of the Vice President, tama po ba?
I applied, Mr. Chair, as one of the employees po of the Vice President's office.
Ano ang posisyon mo sa Office of the Vice President?
At the moment, Mr. Chair, I'm the Director for the Strategic Management Operations. Strategic Management Office, SMO Office po.
Ano yung layunin ng ano ang layunin ng Strategic Management Office?
I handle...
Ano yung trabaho mo?
Mr. Chair. Okay, I handle 3 divisions po, the Knowledge Management Division, the Management Information Systems Division, as well as the Planning Division po. So we handle the matters on planning, on the knowledge management, as well as the information systems po, like yung sa technology IT po na division.
Ano ang experience ninyo at ikaw ay nilagay, no? Bilang direktor ng Strategic Management Office, sa iyong palagay, kwalipikado ka ba?
I believe so, Mr. Chair, because my papers and my application was submitted to the Civil Service Commission and it was also approved by them.
Okay. Balikan natin ulit, no? Noong November 11, 2024, nag-issue ang committee ito ng contempt order or arrest order laban sa'yo dahil hindi ka nag-a-attend ng hearing.
Yes, Mr.
Noong
Chair.
November 14, 2024, nakatanggap ang committee ito ng letter na nagsasabi na ikaw nasa official business sa Southern Mindanao Satellite Office noong November 9 up to November 15. Tama ba?
I received a travel order, Mr. Chair, and I left Manila po on November 9 so that I can help out or monitor the Thanksgiving activities in Davao City, supposedly.
Sa mga aktibidades na ito, ano ang partisipasyon ninyo?
Supposedly, Mr. Chair, I was to monitor the Thanksgiving activities. Unfortunately, I wasn't really able to attend any of these because when the arrest order came out po November 11, I was so afraid already. I did not go out of the house anymore. So I informed po the office that I actually informed the office and the Vice President that I did not attend the activities, Mr. Chair, because medyo natakot po talaga ako nung lumabas na yung arrest order. So nagstay lang po ako sa bahay ng ate ko sa Davao City.
So hindi ka nag-participate sa ginawang activities ng OVP sa Southern Mindanao Satellite Office?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I did not participate and due to fear po of being seen because of the arrest order, Mr. Chair.
Kanino mo sinabi na nasa bahay ka lang o hindi ka nag-participate?
I actually informed the Vice President, Mr. Chair, and I also texted Asek Lemuel, but I'm not sure if he received it because hindi rin ako naka-receive ng response at that time.
Okay. Hindi ka nagpaalam kay Attorney Zuleika Lopez?
Hindi po ako nagpaalam direct sa kanya because I was thinking, Mr. Chair, that she was still in the United States at the time. I did not know that she already went home or went back home.
Okay. Kilala mo si Miss Zuleika Lopez?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Gaano na kayo katagal magkakilala?
When I started working for the Office of the City Mayor, Mr. Chair, in 2011, she was already the city administrator at that time.
Siya ang chief of staff, no? At undersecretary ng OVP nung panahon kayo ay nagtatrabaho sa Department of Education. Tama ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, balik po tayo unti, no? Nung panahong nasa Department of Education po kayo. Habang kayo po ay HEA o Assistant Secretary ni Vice President sa DepEd. Madalas ka rin bang pumunta sa Office of the Vice President?
Actually, Mr. Chair, hindi po. Kasi hindi ko po maiwan yung Office of the Secretary. So, mabibilang pa lang po ng 5 daliri ko yung pagpunta ko doon. Depende lang po pag pag mayroon silang ni-invite. Like, I was invited in one of their events, like yung Halloween po, na judging ng kanilang mga events. Ganun po na klase lang ang pagpunta ko doon.
So, hindi ka madalas ipatawag ni
No,
Vice
Mr.
President
Chair.
Sara? Okay. Asawa mo si Ginoong Edward Fajarda.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Tama po ba? Si Edward ba ay nagtatrabaho rin sa ilalim ni VP Sara noong mayor pa siya ng Davao?
No, Mr. Chair, he wasn't.
Okay. Si Edward, siya yung na-appoint, di ba? Na bilang Special Disbursing Officer sa DepEd, tama?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Sabay kayo ni Edward na nagtrabaho sa Department of Education?
Nauna rin lang po ako ng 1 month, Mr. Chair. He started with the Department of Education in August 1. I started July 1, 2022 po.
At noong July 2024, kayo ay nag-resign sa Department of Education. Kasabay nila Yusek Michael Poa, Asek Reynold Monsayak, Yusek Nolasco Mempin, at Asek Baluyan. Tama ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
At ikaw din ay nag-resign sa DepEd kasama ni Mr. Edward Fajarda. Tama ba?
That's correct, Mr. Chair.
Ngayong panahon na ito, ano ang tungkulin mo o responsibilidad mo sa OVP?
As I've mentioned already kanina, Mr. Chair, I'm the Director for the Strategic Management Office po.
Okay. Kung maalala ho natin, no, noong nakaraang hearing, sinabi, no, ni Yusek Gloria Jumamil Mercado na inabutan mo siya ng puting envelope na may nakasulat na hope. Ang ibig sabihin ng hope, tingin mo ano ibig sabihin ng hope?
I believe that's the head of procuring entity, Your Honor.
Okay. So, yun nga ang sinabi niya, inabutan mo siya ng sobre na nagkakalaman ng 50,000.
Allegedly, Mr. Chair, yes.
Kaya nga, yun nga yung sinabi niya, no?
Yes po.
At sinabi rin ni Ms. Catalan, ang chief accountant ng DepEd, sinabi rin niya noon na inabutan mo rin siya ng pera na galing sa confidential fund. Ms. Shine, matagal na kayong nagtatrabaho kay VP Sara. Masasabi mo ba na loyal ka sa kanya?
I am loyal, Mr. Chair, to anybody whom I'm working for because that's part of my job po as an employee.
Siyempre, no? Siguro naman, dahil sa sobrang tagal nyo na magkakilala ni Vice President Sara Duterte, hinire ka niya sa Davao, tapos dinala ka niya o nag-apply ka at tinanggap ka niya sa Department of Education, at nung nag-resign ka, nag-apply ka rin sa Office of the Vice President, at ikaw tinanggap niya, masasabi natin na talagang loyal ka, no? Kay Vice President Sara.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
At dahil sa matagal na kayong nagtatrabaho kay VP Sara, no? Naging heya ka niya sa Department of Education. Ano ang kadalasang trabaho na pinapagawa niya sa'yo?
As Head Executive Assistant, Mr. Chair, it's actually similar to my role as ASEC. Mas nadagdagan lang po yung ASEC. It's still administration po, general administration of the Office of the Secretary proper, supervision of the people inside the Office of the Secretary proper, assisting her during the field visitations, helping her with meetings and technical na requirements. And there was also a time when I was helping her or drafting department orders on behalf of the Office of the Secretary.
Talagang napakadami mong ginagawa sa kanya. At talagang masasabi natin dahil sa sobrang dami ng iyong obligasyon sa iyong trabaho sa kanya, talagang masasabi natin na pinagkakatiwalaan ka niya. Tama ba?
I believe so, Mr. Chair.
Nung naging heya at assistant secretary ka ng DepEd, kilala nyo si Yusek Gloria Mercado. Tama ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Si Director Resty Osayas.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Si Miss Runa Catalan.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Now, balikan natin, no? Nung yung sinabi ni Yusek Gloria Mercado. Sinabi nila no nakaraang hearing, isiniwalat nila sa committee ito na inabutan mo daw sila ng puting envelope na naglalaman, no, ng malaking pera. So dahil hindi ka nagpakita sa mga panahong ito, hindi ka nabigyan ng pagkakataon para sagutin, no, yung mga akusasyong ito. Totoo ba na inabutan mo sila ng sobre o nagsisinungaling silang tatlo?
Respectfully, Mr. Chair, I would not want to answer that question. May I explain if I be allowed? In the previous hearings, Mr. Chair, there have been those allegations which insinuated that I committed these illegal acts. There were actually some crimes that were mentioned. And as such, if I'm going to answer those allegations, Mr. Chair, respectfully, I would want to answer them in a proper forum wherein I will be able to present my defenses based on the completeness of the said allegations, Mr. Chair.
Hindi, tinatanong lang naman kita kung meron kang inabot o wala. It is answerable by yes or no. Kung wala, sabihin mo wala. Kung meron, sabihin mo meron.
I will not answer, Mr. Chair, respectfully po. I already stated my reason for such.
So you are invoking your right for self-incrimination.
I will not answering, Mr. Chair, as I've already informed you of the reason for such.
Okay.
Mr. Chair?
Please proceed.
Mr. Chair, I hope you understand po, with the respectfully through the chairman, Attorney Fajarda, we have rules po kasi in the committee, and refusal to answer is a ground for contempt. We would much prefer if you would choose to invoke your right, please do so. Do not say that you're refusing to answer. If you are very welcome to invoke your right, but we need to hear it from you po.
I stand by my answer in the previous answer that I've given to Honorable Kongkun, Mr. Chair.
That you refuse to answer.
Yes, Mr. Chair, because I will only answer in a proper forum where I will be able to present my defenses po.
You refuse to answer, yet you do not invoke the right.
It's in the same manner, Mr. Chair, that I am saying that I refuse to answer such questions po.
Well, Mr. Chair, we leave it to the committee on how they would appreciate that answer. We just had to clarify whether this was an invocation of the right. Thank you.